Morning, Chad Beauchamp's here. Serious it. Tom Anderson's here. Lee, what's happening? You're fucking tired. I'm Katie BORK bitch ass 69's in. I'm trying to find battery draw on this fucking car, so there is that. Over there. Because every once in a while, she powers some shit up and starts drawing like a motherfucker, and I don't know why, so. Dennis is in. Jeff Lee is here. Does have a hood switch. That shouldn't matter. Watch one of the video of a seatbelt module that never shut off like it was supposed to. Yeah, you pull fucking fuses when it... Try to go over there and pull a fuse when it's fucking doing it. But it'll only do it for a few minutes and then the fucker goes back to sleep. So if it was all the fucking time, that'd be awesome. And then you just put the monitor on there and pull fuses till the fucker quits drawing, but this one's intermittent as fuck. And it's too cold to leave that fucking monitor on there outside because it does not like the cold weather. It is 1 degree. So, Justin, what's happening? Alternator issue possible. Anything's possible, but you gotta fucking, it's gotta do it, and I gotta be able to disconnect it and verify it. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. What are you working on? Battery draw on a fucking Malibu. Normally, if it was warm enough outside, I'd just put that fucking monitor on there and link it to my phone, and the fucking thing would alert me. But I shut that off because I don't know what it's going to do to the live stream if you fucking shut that live stream off or whatever. So now I just got to pay attention to it. Does it have an alarm on it? I don't think it has a physical alarm on it. But, well, maybe if you had a bigger shop, that would, kind of stuff would work out better. Wow. Dear, I do really appreciate the fact that you would like me to have a bigger shop, but no. Maybe install 2 batteries. That's not going to work. It'll kill that battery stone dead overnight. So whenever it powers on, it must fucking light up like a fucking Christmas tree. Come on. I'm targeting the body control module. I think Katie is suggesting a building permit. My wife has been trying that shit for 3 years. I don't want to heat another building. That'd be a real pain in the ass. I have not grounded the toolbox. I had too many things to do today because I stayed up way too late last night. Fuck me, I was tired today. It was good bullshit with Greg though. Yeah, it was fun. Colt's in. Colt, what's happening? That was a good live stream. I got a phone call at 4 a.m., so not much sleep for me. Yeah, not going to be a long one tonight, I can tell you that. I haven't made it to bed yet from yesterday. Shit. Heather, what's happening? Perseverance is the key to success. That. Was that your plan for trying to take over my shop? Wonder if Dick Hole will be in tonight? Cold as shit and windy. It is damn cold. 1 degree. 1.6 degrees. Matter of fact. Fact of matter. I did bring chainsaw on. Shed, get new she shed. My wife wants me to build a new shop so she can take this over as her she shed. Which, I mean, there are worse problems to have in life, trust me. But heating and cooling another fucking building, I don't really want to do at the moment. And I don't need another project. -9 in South Dakota right now, going to -17. Shit, we're not supposed to get that cold tonight. I think you're supposed to be single digits below. Pretty shirt. Come on, you fucker. I have that other one too, don't I? Where did I buy that one? Oh, I have that one. Where the fuck is it? Build your wife a beautiful she shed. We'll get there. One thing at a time. I found it. Got another 2 inches of snow today. Now going to be down near 0 tonight. Got a little dusting of snow last night. Vincent's here. Now, if I get the motherfucker to do it, I haven't charged this son of a bitch in a while. Oh, yeah, it needs to be charged. Then you can use that son of a bitch to see how many amps your fuse is drawing. But we'll charge it. $30 degrees, feeling like 18 in Kansas right now. Well, fuck. Gets to a certain point when it gets cold out that it's damn near too cold to freeze or to snow. The atmosphere just doesn't support it. If you do get snow, it'll be really light and fluffy-ish. Ish. I've had this thing in here since about 4 o'clock. And I've only got it to do it twice. So that should be done. I don't think the Bluetooth will notify me in the house. Just making ice on the lakes tonight. I'll get the ice fishing folk happy and excited and all those things. Wind has, yeah, it does. There ain't a ton of wind, but it's fucking north wind. It's cold. I'll tell you that. On you bastard. I got the players ready and everything. I know which fuse I'm pulling first. Do it. Any inactive codes in that car with your code reader? No. Full system scan showed no codes. See what other kind of tool deals we can find. Double tap the screen to add a thumbs up if you're just getting here. 15 and 18 thumbs up. Slow tonight. The color of the car is so bad. I don't care what color the car is. His money's green, that's what matters. On a Ford Explorer, replaced it, and the problem solved. It was intermittent, and I thought no way it would be the problem. It was. Well, they've already replaced the battery in it, and the current draw is still there because that was their. They assumed the battery was just bad, so. And it does start creating a draw because this bitch will go to about 700. 843 when it acts up has been the max. And being at, 15, 16, 20 milliamps is pretty much standard, but I mean, anything's possible until I verify what it is. My last pickup is, I mean, if it's a cheap fucking vehicle to drive, I'm not worried about color. If I'm looking at spending some money on one, for me, it's got to be either black or white. I don't mind the silver that Katie's Expedition is, but all right. What can we find now? A lot of sets. I don't want fucking sets. Sniper Bunny's in. Definitely Irish black is best. White is bad for dirts. Have a great evening. Black on a dirt road sounds worse than a fucking white truck any day of the week. I can tell you right now. So, come on, you fucker. My battery's dead. Plug in. Still waiting for DeWalt to come with a long reach fucking cordless ratchet. They got to be coming to the market with one just like everybody else has. Yayish long. Hopefully they shrink up the head on it a little bit. Be good. Don't mind the diameter. Fucking... How do you narrow it down to find the issue to fix the drain of a battery, Rick? Well, typically most battery draws are a constant. So plug that monitor in, and or there's other ways to do it with a voltmeter and or light bulb if it's a bad enough fucking draw, and then you start pulling fuses. When you figure out what took the fucking draw away, what fuse, then you start running through that circuit and figure out what's on the circuit that you can start unplugging. But you got to narrow it down to a fuse at some point, and or alternator. That'd be about the only thing that's you're not going to be able to pull the fuse for. There is no name for this one yet. The other one is named Nipco, like the kerosene heater. Perfect. Hope you're having a good evening. That fucking car would act up, it'd be a lot better. It's like watching fucking paint dry. What's wrong with the Impala? Battery draw. Intermittent battery draw. How's Kyle tonight? Dodge, it doesn't. Park tune here a Dodge vehicle issues. Car version of it. Well. Speaking of STDs, where is Dave? Never mind. Well. You're still charging. I wouldn't mind if it would fucking be a constant. It would have been a hell of a lot easier to figure out a long time ago. And it'll fucking turn that son of a bitch on for about 3 minutes and then shut back off. He says it'll consistently drain the battery dead every night. So, at some point, it's got to stay on for a hell of a lot longer than that. Arrow. 14.2. Charges consistently at 14.2. Did battery test, alternator test, starter test, load test. Do it all in one shot on the load tester anyway, so. No, it does not have an Astro start in it. There is no remote start in this car at all. Because trust me, I'd be fucking unplugging and fucking all those things. I don't mind remote start systems that are plug and play, but some of those bastards are just fucking atrociously terrible. Play the old game of removing fuses until the problem goes away. Hard to do when it's intermittent, though. That's why I got the fucking hood open fuse bot panel there. So when that bitch kicks on fucking doing its deal, I can pull the fuse. My next target is the fucking BCM fuse, body control module. So, to do a parasitic draw test. That's what I'm doing right fucking now. That's just a little bit fancier version of it for OBD2 connector. You can plug it into your OBD2 connector. It has its own battery, which I had to put that motherfucker in the charger too, but it monitors parasitic draw on the system, and you can link it to your phone so it'll alert you if it starts doing shit. Normally, I'd have these motherfuckers sitting outside, and it would just tell me if shit's happening. I can go out there and start working on it, but it's too cold for that right now. We are down to fucking zero now. Zero. That's dumb. Not easier to multimeter? To a point, yes. And it's specifically made for that, which makes it nice. Having the alert on your phone is nice. So typically, yes, if it's a module that is intermittently powering up. Aside from, you have to make sure that your grounds are good on those modules, because if they you got an intermittent ground that's fucking triggering that module to power on and off, you'll get burned on that. So, but if I can figure out which fuse is the link, and then fucking go from there. Intermittent battery draws are a real motherfucker, though. The module isn't available. Salvage yard. And that's a gamble. A lot of times. So pull the wire loose or something so you can't just replace. Yep. Well, he does it once every fucking, well, so far about every 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours. So it's weird. So does the monitor do flashlights or beep when it detects a draw when it isn't hooked to your phone? I don't think it might beep. It does start flashing screen. I'll show you. That must beep. It's not very loud though. So it'll give you a red alert. That arrow will turn red, and then it'll give you a warning symbol on there that you're too high once it gets over 40 milliamp. And on some of the newer vehicles, even over 40, you can be 50 milliamp if you got security systems and all the other shit. And you can graph it if you want. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it is. So, don't screw anything up to show us. No, we're just switching through settings. Hey, you can take and link it to your phone. It's Bluetooth, though. It's not Wi-Fi, so it's not going to, you're not like I can go in the fucking house and it's going to notify me from that distance. It just doesn't work like that. Typically, if I have them sitting outside the door, it'll work just fine. Sometimes I have to have the door open, the service door open, just to get a little bit better signal. But yeah. So if it would do some shit, that'd be good. But it doesn't seem like it wants to do some shit. Rick only messes up his own shit on camera. Spendy little unit, but I want one. I mean, if you're doing any kind of parasitic draw or battery draw type stuff, it's the only way to go. Otherwise, you're literally babysitting a fucking multimeter and standing there staring at it until it fucking shows you something. The only reason I turned the notification off on it is because I didn't want to fuck up the live stream. But otherwise, when I'm done, I'll turn the notification back on. And if by chance the motherfucker works as far as the house, we'll find out. Otherwise, I'll leave the son of a bitch on there. You can go back and graph it and see how long it was since it fucking did it. But power draw has something to do with the cold weather, and now it's in a warm shop and it affects it differently. No, he parked it in his heated garage too for a couple of nights because he thought the battery was getting bad, so he had it in there. Put a new battery in it, still deader than fuck overnight. So whenever it powers on, it must fucking... Whatever it powers on, it must draw like hell when it does. Not as good as Let's Paint TV. All right. Oh, shit. Sam's here. Glove box light switch or lighted visor mirrors? Possible, but again, without narrowing it down to a circuit, because obviously it's not doing it right now. It's temperature right now. What's the coldest you've seen? I've seen 55 below, and it is 0 right now. B-Raiden's in. What are all you guys doing? Waiting for this motherfucker to make a battery draw so I can figure out why? Waiting for 10 o'clock to come so I go to fucking bed? I probably won't be able to sleep once I get there. Last year, we've seen minus 32 with a 10 mile an hour south wind. That is damn cold. think the state record is minus 60. Waiting for some shoe glue to dry on one of my IRC truck bodies, so it's so beat up. I mean, shoe glue, fucking right. I can't believe how expensive this fucking ADOS stuff is. It is fucking insane. It is wild to me that fucking ADOS equipment can be that fucking expensive. Here's a winter poem. Shit, it's cold. The end. Put some fiberglass mesh over the crack and smear shoe glue on top. It seems to hold up pretty well. Perfect. The old wood boiler's gonna be cheeching tonight. Fortunately, there ain't much for a wind. So, Lee's Body Shop. Now you're supposed to use super glue and baking soda. No shit. My 110 Land Rover Defender is needing a new part, so it has been broken for a while because the part I ordered hasn't arrived. Well, fuck. Fucking Land Rovers. Sometimes you gotta wait for the part to come in on the slow boat from China. The slow boat. Show boat, the slow boat. Oh, I need one of them. Mobile possums here. Does that mean China actually has a fast boat? You never know. See, if you got one of these that's doing a constant draw, you can also take this. Turn on, you bastard. You can go through and probe your fuses and see which one of them's actually fucking drawing without pulling the fuse. Because if you do, sometimes you pull the fuse, put the fuse back in, you do that number, then you repower things. This will keep you from having to do that. But again, it's still got a fucking, it's got to work first. Only drinks when he live. That's the only way you can put up with all of us. Well, I drink more than just when I'm live streaming, but I don't drink when I'm working, and I'm fucking working. So that son of a bitch fucking does its deal. I want to fucking be on it. I have an electrical issue, I'm assuming. Yes. It has an intermittent battery draw, so you know, the fun ones. Fuck was that noise? Do you like dirty jokes? Well, as long as they're not fucking stupid. My favorite, yeah. Intermittent problems are always fun. What do you call three girls at a Christmas party? You'll have to tell me. I don't know. Ho, ho, ho. Well, just all of them. They're not all hoes, you know. Those are the kind of Christmas parties you're going to. You're going to the wrong ones. Also, I don't do Christmas parties either. Fuck, there's the noise outside. Where's my flashlight? Someone's making fucking noises out there. Where the hell did I put my flashlight? Unless it's just getting cold enough, the shit's popping and creaking and banging and who fucking knows. Probably. I thought that's why Miss Claus divorced Santa was because there were too many hoes. Wow. Jason, no beer at the moment. I'm working. Or at least attempting to work. Trying to figure out the intermittent fucking electrical draw on this son of a bitch. And I stand and wait till the motherfucker starts acting up again. Told me that bull breeds 3,000 times a year. She asked why he couldn't do that, and I responded, ask the bull if he screws the same heifer every night. Wow. Put a battery disconnect on an old POS. If the customer wanted to do that, fine, but I don't think they want to get in there and open the fucking hood to disconnect the battery every fucking morning or every night or whatever. Really relaxing when you figure it out. Yeah, it's the part in between that, just like any other fucking thing. Once you figure it out, it's plenty relaxing. Wow. That was a good one. One thing annoying about those Chevy Impalas is the heat blend door. Every time you open the door, it does that clicking. Well, only if it's fucking broken. One pickup, intermittent draw. I put a battery in it. Fuck it. You put a deep cycle in it to just try to have more capacity. Deep cycling alternators don't get along. It's true. But I mean, fuck around and find out. As long as you don't leave it more than a few days, no problem, and can drain 100% many times before needing replaced. It's been 3 years. Most people call their cars a boat as a joke. No, it's because the old cars used to ride like a fucking boat. Tim's in Cadillac, Michigan. Flew into Travis, and it's freaking cold. You damn right it is. Lee says double tap the screen for those that are getting here. 30 in, 35 thumbs up. Fire fuck it. Come out. I just researched the deep cycle battery alternator issue. Now I'm thinking about speccing the alternator to the battery next time I change battery. I'm going to say a sticky relay. Well, that doesn't, possibly, but it doesn't explain why it'll sit and then just power on. Typically, a sticky relay will stay engaged or won't engage. They don't usually drift one direction. And then it'll fucking stop drawing as well. It'll draw for, well, when it's done it here, the one time it did it for like 3 minutes, and all of a sudden, boop, I quit. Back to normal. So, I don't fucking know. What's wrong with the Chevy? Oh, it's a Chevy. Never mind. No, we're brand bashing. It's broken. It requires repair. No, it still does it when it's in his heated garage as well, Alex. That's a 2011. are just as many Fords on that hoist. Yep. What if I had a second battery, keep it deep cycle, and do a standard battery for the primary, and also double my alternator capacity? Just fix the fucking current draw and put the right shit in there. Jesus Christ. Or don't. I don't give a fuck. Shade tree. Spent too much time in the sun. Not enough time in the shade. I'll become a bigger alcoholic trying to figure it out. At this point, you can't chance any more fucking brain cells than you already have. What kind of draw are you getting when it does it? About 800 milliamp. So pretty significant. I said it as a joke, but it's too early for this cold stuff. Now it's -0. It was 0 before. Now it's -0. Figure that the fuck out. -0.4. I don't think you can tie a deep cycle and regular battery together. They're going to prematurely kill each other. It sounds like a terrible fucking idea to me. Hell, that's why I moved south. These days, they're all junk. That's why I like older vehicles. Plugs and points is the way to go. That's my mother's sister's stepbrother's car. The coldest temperature will be right before dawn. Yep. Rock fan, good enough. Better if this fucking car would act up so I could figure out what the fuck's going on with it. I don't give a damn if it's cold as long as we just stay in winter and not get fucking. We don't need the 70 degrees in fucking January to thaw everything out and make a giant fucking mess. Because I don't like that shit either. Oh, I think my fucking booster pack will be here tomorrow. 38th finger. How are we tonight? It was 39 in Clinton, Ohio today. But they needed the chicken waters in Glencoe tonight. I can deal with the cold. The wind can fuck off. Absolutely. Anymore, the last several years, I have to have a winter coat with a hood on it. I cannot do the fucking... I can wear a fucking baseball cap with a hood, but I gotta have a fucking hood on. That fucking cold wind seems to go right down the back of my neck otherwise. You hoping to get the skidder out in the woods this year? Unless I have to. Maybe. Probably over at the neighbors. We'll see. He's got some shit back there he wants me to cut down, though. Has it been snowing at your place? We've got snow, yes. We've probably got about 8 inches or so on the ground. Maybe a little bit more. $7 degrees here tonight in Chicago. Woof. Would be 5 if it wasn't for all the gunfire warming up the atmosphere down there. Now I can't stop thinking. You never fucking started. Vincent is correct. It's better to keep both batteries the same capacity and upgrade the alternator from 250 to 400. Have at her. 35 in Tennessee. At least Chicago didn't lose $1 billion. That's not true at all. But just wait. You wait until you see what happens to all these other fucking states that are going to get investigated too. I'm telling you. California is going to make fucking Minnesota look like a fucking kid's piggy bank. I'll tell you that. Who makes the best car battery? I sell Napa batteries, but I'm on Napa Auto Care Center, so that's how that works. I have very few issues with them as long as you make sure your fucking charging system is working correctly. Chicago pays $1 billion in food stamps monthly. I don't doubt that. I bet you'll have a lot of cars coming in this winter. I already have a lot of cars here. We're currently at pretty much maximum capacity. We are at max capacity. And then some. Got another one getting hauled in tomorrow morning. The average is about $200 with tax. I think you're walking. What are they? But most cars have an AGM in them now, and an AGM is fucking expensive. So your regular lead acid is about $200, and I think your AGM is going to be about $250, $260. What happened to the pickup in Billings? It is currently in transport because it's broken. Didn't make it. So somebody's hauling it. I don't know who. They said it's getting hauled. You could work 22 hours a day or hire a mechanic. I'm not hiring anybody. Normie, get the hell out of here. Any more? 25 months, exactly at the end of warranty. I've had very few problems with Napa batteries. But again, make sure you got a good charging system. Otherwise, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. I'm not a huge fan of Walmart batteries. Fucking never lasts, or the fucking Interstates. $1 billion's allowed in this taxpayer money. Every penny should be accounted for. Absolutely. Napa, the standard line of Napa batteries is 24 months. They have a premium line that has a 36-month warranty. And most of the AGMs have a 36-month warranty on them as well. When I worked at Walmart, new batteries would come back all the time leaking fluid. The fuck is it? He doesn't have any alcohol in his bloodstream yet. That is why. I'm buying an Energizer battery, and it's lasted me about 6.5 years in my 88 Volkswagen Fox. Volkswagen? Yes, the AGMs have a 36-month free replacement. The Legend series, the standard series, is a 24-month free replacement. And almost nobody does the prorated shit anymore. Battery in my 11 Buick was original equipment. Rick just replaced it last month. I've had a battery in his old Chevy truck last 20 years. You get short-tempered when you drink over 8 beers. I can be pretty fucking short-tempered when I'm sober, too. Can you put an AGM in place of a lead acid like my pickup, for example? Yes. There's not a ton of advantage to it, to be honest with you. What does that license plate say? Get fucked, stay fucked. That's what it says. Somalia. That's funny. Jesus, can tell Napa's stocked up on batteries for the cold weather. Holy shit. It's good because I do need 2 batteries for tomorrow. Yeah. It's cold as heck. Doesn't the AGM battery have a different charge cycle? My charger has 3 different options. It charges differently, yes. You can still charge a... You're on a diesel, that's probably what you're getting. AGMs are typically more geared toward the stop-start type things and sensitive fucking electronics because they have battery monitor systems in them. It's the other thing that'll fuck you when you replace a battery too, especially on the newer vehicles. You gotta reset the BMS if that battery was bad. If you don't reset the BMS, that thing has had learned fucking behavior from the last bad battery, and you can overcharge the fuck out of a new battery. So, fun fact. My coworker needed a starter. I told her I don't know how much they cost. Her SUV was clicking. Well, it all depends on your make, model, and how fucking hard they are to put in. I'll stick to vehicles that are old enough to have an ashtray. Three-year battery life is BS. They make such shit anymore. Design failure. Clicking is typically a bad dead battery or bad connection. Or the solenoid shot on the starter, but it depends. Ka-thunk. We don't care about football at all in this live stream. That's why I'm here to get away from that shit. Smallies can take the Vikings back to Somalia and enjoy them. I mean, speaking of wasting taxpayer dollars, go Vikings. Fucking idiots. Just enjoying a case of beer. Get her done. Enjoying the fact that this motherfucker won't create a battery draw. I mean, that's fair. My bat blue. Woof. -1. Oh, yeah. Couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. A 4 and 8. Just saying, in no situation should fucking taxpayers be funding the fucking stadiums that those dickheads play in. Not back in the day when they had Randy Moss. Do you watch sports, Rick? No. Could give a fuck less. Don't care. I have shit to do. And if those motherfuckers can't afford to build their own fucking stadiums and all the other fucking things that they gotta have, they get fucking subsidized by taxpayer dollars, they shouldn't fucking be doing it at all. Well, come on, you fucker. Taxpayer subsidies shouldn't be a thing. You're absolutely right. Rich people spending their own money? That's blasphemy, Rick. But it's not even the fucking... For the majority of it, most rich people invest a lot of their own money in creating jobs and all other things. But I have a problem where you're taking fucking taxpayer dollars to subsidize that kind of shit. Sporting events and if anything, we should be fucking cleaning up fucking streets and homeless problems and every other fucking thing with that money. Go make work camps for these fucking assholes. I have a Somalian friend. As long as they're here through the proper processes, fine. But most of them are not. So, bye-bye. Well, welfare and SNAP benefits are part of the agricultural bill. They have nothing to do with agriculture. You want your SNAP benefits or welfare, drug test first. Absolutely. You need to be drug tested. You need to be enrolled in an employment program, and you need to be fucking limited on how much of it you can collect unless you prove a fucking disability through multiple sources. My mommy said if I can't say anything nice, I shouldn't say anything. 95% are citizens, but I agree with doing the proper process. A lot of people just seem to hate them. 95% are citizens? The hell they are. Not through the proper channels, they're not. I live in Minnesota. So do I, jackass. Tomorrow you'll be working on the car. Well, yep, that's the plan. It hurt my feelings when the North Stars left, but it's not hockey anymore. Hunter with a $2 holler. Appreciate you, man. Normally I would drink to that, but I'm not drinking tonight, so I owe you one. What? Oh, Minnesota gets a lot of snow. We haven't for a while. Been a long time since we've actually had snow of measurable depth. That's why I sold my snowmobile 10 years ago. 3 winters ago, we had enough to go fucking riding, and the last 2, we haven't had shit. We're off to a decent start now, but now it's getting cold enough that it ain't gonna snow worth a shit. Need that 20-degree weather for fucking snow. It actually warmed back up to 0. It was -1. Colombian marching powder falling from smuggler planes. That's funny. Just north of Boston. Boston? It's Boston. Y'all talk weird. You guys out east been getting snow somewhere out there. Grumpy got about a foot. Grumpy was playing with his John Deere. Lynn, Massachusetts, North Shore, Bryce. Getting dumped on in New Mexico right now. Higher elevations or what? I'm going to finish watching Andy's video. Get her done. In the mountains. That's what I figured. Higher elevations. What video games are you playing, Rick? I don't play fucking video games. I was scrolling for shit on the fucking for fucking sales. I gotta quit that shit. Around 7,000 feet. He's getting snow in New Mexico. That's fucking up there. Fucking thumbnail again. So get that shit. My thumbnail? Or it fucking starts splitting and I gotta fucking cut it out, or otherwise that son of a bitch will split right up the center and I gotta cut the fucking thing way short. Or super glue it. Did your wife bring you a gift back from vacation? Matter of fact, she did bring me some beer. Might have one of those when I go in the house. Come on, you fuck. 2 hours of nothing. They make Budweiser in St. Louis, Missouri. They make Budweiser in a lot of places. A whole bunch of places, not just one. I have bottling facilities all over the fucking planet. What was for dinner tonight? I have not had dinner yet. So, pending. Budweiser is a top-selling American beer in all of Western Europe. It actually costs more than the local beer. Yup. I had venison sausage and homemade bread. Perfect. Yeah, Budweiser's owned by a Belgian company. Yep. Chirby. Holy shit. We got the yawns and everything. Some blood infection. Has to take a few meds for a few weeks. Well, fuck. That's not cool. Blood infections. That ain't something to fuck around with either. I don't know what I'm going to have tonight. I'll probably be out here before that. I will be. I got 5 minutes. So I'm getting the fuck out of here. I usually call it early at fucking 10 o'clock, but I should probably get better at that. Certainly not staying up until 2:30 in the morning. But there's exceptions to the rule. And shooting the shit with Craig was kind of nice. You know, a lot less stress on the guy. Don't tell him I said that. Well, last night was fun. I didn't get much sleep. I know you didn't either. 5-hour live stream last night. Yeah, I caught some of that on live. Drink 4 more quick beers. I am not. As long as that guy, Billy, old Billy boy, my ass is dragging today. Must be the cold weather. There is something about the cold weather, I'll tire you out. Still waiting to see that. What's wrong with that POS Chevy? You're still sober. I know. It's dumb. You're driving a bus? God, that's funny. As a matter of fact, I'm driving it without a CDL too. Well, before you abruptly end the live stream, Rick, good night, everyone. Yeah, it's about that time. Have you been to Boston? I have not been anywhere on the East Coast, no. Well, Florida, Georgia. Those are the only states I've been. I've never been to the Northeast, no. You're not acting like yourself. Devil be gone. What have you done with the old Rick? I'm fucking working, dude. Devil be gone. I am going to be gone. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you when I can fucking drink again, because this is dumb. See ya!